everyone! Welcome to the channel dedicated to sharing the profound insights and wisdom of Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier. If you're new here, you're in for a journey that expands your mind and consciousness, bringing you closer to understanding the messages from the fifth density Andromedan extraterrestrials. For those returning, we're grateful for your continued support. Before we dive into today's enlightening content, we have a small favor to ask. If you find value in the knowledge shared in this video, please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the bell icon so you never miss an update. Your engagement helps us amplify Alex Collier's message, allowing us to reach a larger audience with these vital messages. We'd also love to hear from you, so please engage with the comments below. Whether it's a question, your thoughts, or even just an emoji for the sake of engagement, every comment counts. We read every single comment, and your feedback is incredibly valuable to us. Additionally, if you'd like to support us further, consider giving a super thanks tip by clicking the heart with the $sign. This small gesture allows us to continue bringing you more of Alex's messages, unfiltered and directly from his lifelong experiences with the Andromedans. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy today's video.
You have mentioned many times that you were never in fourth density. How does one's consciousness evolve to fifth density without passing fourth? Thank you for your wealth of wisdom and courage.
Alex, you're assuming, with that question, you're assuming that when we came in to this vidya, this holograph, and all the dimensions, that we all fell to 2, to 1, 2, or 3, in order to go to 11 or 12, whatever it is now. You're assuming that that's the case. And that simply isn't the case. All right. Some of us fell into 3 specifically for this time on Earth or some other planet. Okay. You don't have to fall from 5 to 4 to 3. You don't have to do that. That's not how the system works. Okay? That's an assumption on a lot of people's thought, is that you have to do this stuff, all this stuff first. No, you can train to go from 5th to 3rd. You can train to be a healer. You can train to be a shaman, a mystic. You can do all this training before you come in here into 3rd density. If you're a warrior in 3rd, you can be a warrior in 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, or 8th. Okay? And in those other higher realms, the word warrior would have a very different definition than it would in 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So, open the box, Alex. Open the box to other possibilities that the rules we have in 3rd do not apply on 4th and 5th and 6th. They don't apply at all. Okay? You're not trapped in a specific way to do things. Not even here are you trapped. But that's the conditioning of the matrix. That's the conditioning of the matrix. And that's a whole nother conversation, isn't it? It is. It's a whole different conversation. And I guess, once we're done with Tartaria, we'll have to go into the matrix of the programming that's been done. If you can program, if you're an extraterrestrial and you went to a planet and you had all this technology that you grew up with, that you just know, that you just use, and you go to a very primitive planet with all this tech, and the people there being very primitive hail you as a god. And you decide, this could work for me. And I could be a god to these people. So you decide that you're going to play God. And you use your tech to awe these folks. And you decide, well, you know what? Their lifetimes are relatively short. Mine is extensive. I may have 4, 5, 10,000 years left to live in this one physical body. I could do some things here. So what you do is you begin to educate the current generation and then future generations to act and behave in the way that you want them to, where they will honor you, worship you, make sacrifices to you, and they will obey you. So you put into place these protocols, educational systems, ways of behaving that are all about you. In 5 generations, 6 generations, 7 generations pass, that's only 6, 7, 800 years. You have thousands of years still. And what happens is that 700 years from now, from today, they act in a completely different way than the people you just met, that you just introduced yourself to. And now you're God. And the way that you told them to behave is exactly what they're doing. Okay? They become your slaves, your servants, your worshipers. And if nobody rebels, it's a perfect scenario for you. That is what's happened on a massive scale on planet Earth. Except it wasn't one, it was multiple that came down here with their tech and pretended to be God and played God. That's what's unraveling here. That's what's unwinding. That's what we're discovering has been going on here. When the reality is that minus the tech, we have exactly the same power and abilities as that being who came down here pretending to be God has. Exactly the same spiritual technology, knowingness, ability to create. But he used that to enslave us. He used our abilities by tweaking our belief systems to enslave ourselves. And I will end this explanation with this story that I heard years and years ago from a crab fisherman. He was on Santa Monica Pier and he was crabbing, or Malibu, one of the two piers. And he was crabbing, and he would pull the crabs up from the pond and he would put them in a bucket, big bucket. And he was starting to fill up the bucket. And a little boy said to him, sir, those crabs are going to get out. He goes, no, they won't. And he wouldn't even look at the pot. He would just focus on what he was doing. And the little boy says, yeah, they're going to get out. He goes, no, the others will pull him back. They will not let him get out. That's what we have done to ourselves. By labeling people conspiracy theorists, by labeling people as kooks, nut jobs, the learned behavior was that if anybody thought differently, we should immediately shut them down. So they wouldn't disturb anything. They wouldn't make waves. When in fact, those people that were being shut down just might be the ones who were trying to figure out a way out of the matrix. And they would have shown us a way out of the matrix. But we weren't paying attention. We were programmed to shut them down because they were different. That's a tale of Earth. That's a tale of whatever humanity became after the Great Flood. The Orion group got here. That's a tale of what's happened to humanity. We have enslaved ourselves with belief systems that we did not question. I'm going to leave it there for now.
Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you found it insightful, please like the video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon so you don't miss out on future updates. If you have any questions relating to today's video, please also leave them below. We read all the comments and take on board what our viewers have to say about Alex Collier's work. Remember, your support helps Alex Collier's knowledge and the messages from the Andromedans reach more people. If you'd like to support the channel even more, you can give us a super thanks tip by clicking the heart icon with a $sign. It really helps our team bring you more content. Also, be sure to visit alexcollier.org to sign up for our regular email newsletter. It's the best way to stay updated with the latest news, exclusive content, and upcoming live webinars. For the latest insights from Alex Collier, check out alexcollier.live. And if you want to explore over 250 past webinars, head over to alexcollier.tv. Thank you for being a part of this journey and supporting Alex Collier's work. We couldn't do this without you, and we're genuinely grateful for your support. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring the vast mysteries of our universe. If you would like to see the Andromedan Contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we hold a live online seminar every Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information on upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org.